Welcome back. Before we join Eli and his next guest, Rusty Wallace, here's your chance to be part of your favorite team with these custom-designed polished palladium and 10-karat gold rings. Designed by Keepsake, they feature an exciting NASCAR race scene on one side, your favorite driver's car number and autograph sculpted on the top in gold, and an action scene of a pit crew on the opposite side. Here, you can customize the ring by having your name molded into the band. Each ring is backed by a 100% money-back guarantee and comes with its own signed and numbered certificate of authenticity in a very special gift box. Each ring is designed to your specifications, so allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Specify men or ladies style, available in both full and half sizes. If you don't know your ring size, we'll send you a sizing kit to ensure the proper fit. Only $195.99. Call now 1-800-258-1111 and choose from Rusty Wallace, N9839, Jeff Gordon, N9840, Ernie Irvan, N9841, Mark Martin, N9842, Bill Elliott, N9843, Kyle Petty, N9844, or the NASCAR team ring, N9838. Now, Rusty Wallace on the Best of Shop Talk.
I was watching a NASCAR home video magazine once, and there was a quote in there from Rusty Wallace who said, "I envisioned myself one day flying my airplane, looking down in a wheat field, and I saw myself standing there naked. And it reminded me of what I'm all about and what life is all about." Remember saying that?
Something like that. I told them, people kept talking to me about it must feel great to be a Winston Cup driver, and they went on and on and on about how much fun the sport is and how much of a celebrity you are and things like that. And I said, no. I said, I was in a helicopter one time and with Richard Petty, and he said, you know what? He said, look at all those people down there. I said, yeah. He said, you know, we're just one little speck down there. I said, no, you're right. And it made me think about it. And I was having a dream one night, and I said, here, I'm out in the middle of nothing. I'm out in the middle of this big field all by myself, and out there you're just nobody. You're just a person, you know. And that's the way I think I am. I'm just a race driver, and a lot of people make a lot of commotion about it, but, you know, driving race cars to me is just like a regular job like anybody else has. It's got a lot of excitement to it, though.
But how have you not let the celebrity get to you and affect your being? I mean, that almost, for the fans who haven't experienced their 15 minutes of fame, let alone their 15 years, they can't quite understand that.
It's, I've been doing it for such a long time. I guess I've matured a lot. I probably enjoyed it a whole lot more a long time ago than I do now. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. The racing aspect of it, I don't enjoy at all being treated like a celebrity.
How about the business of racing in general? Are you as careful on the racetrack? Do you have the same approach, the same abandon that you did when you first broke into the business, or with family responsibilities, are you a little bit more reserved in your approach?
I'd say I'm a little bit more reserved in my approach, you know. I mean, the main deal is my family, you know, making sure for the future we're okay and things like that, because there's a lot of weird things out there can happen to you. But I pay attention to what's going on. I pay real close attention to the business. Don Miller runs that, but he keeps me aware of everything that's going on, and we just work real hard at it.
Rusty, always candid, always insightful. Now here's another look at the rings. These polished palladium and gold rings are the perfect way to show you're a NASCAR fan. The 1994 limited edition rings feature scenes from a NASCAR race, your favorite driver's car number and autograph in gold, and can be customized with your name molded into the band. The rings are backed by Keepsake's 100% money-back guarantee. Choose from Rusty Wallace, N9839, Jeff Gordon, N9840, Ernie Irvan, N9841, Mark Martin, N9842, Bill Elliott, N9843, Kyle Petty, N9844, or the NASCAR team ring, N9838. Specify men or ladies style, available in full and half sizes, only $195.99. Call 1-800-258-1111. Don't go away. More of the Best of Shop Talk right after this, and wait till you hear what Ernie Irvan has to say. Welcome back to the Best of NASCAR Shop Talk. Before we relive Eli's chat with the man driving the number 28 Haviland Thunderbird, take a look at these official driver uniform jackets. They're a great item, styled just like the ones worn by your favorite NASCAR drivers, including our next guest, Ernie Irvan, as well as Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, or Bill Elliott. They're just like the real thing, right down to the finely embroidered driver's logos, NASCAR logo, and racer's collar. They also feature rib knit cuffs and waistband and two side pockets. They're made of cotton twill and are lined in 100% cotton. Available in medium to double extra large, only $159.99. Call now, 1-800-258-1111, and order by item number. Ernie Irvan, N8936. Rusty Wallace, N8977. Mark Martin, N9064. Jeff Gordon, N8200. Or Bill Elliott, N8000. Now, here's more of the best of Shop Talk with a man on a mission to take the Winston Cup, Ernie Irvan.
When you came east, was it tough even getting accepted, let alone getting into Winston Cup?
Well, it really was. You know, I did a lot of short track racing and won a lot of races, but it was still tough. I knew I needed to get to Winston Cup to be able to make a living at racing. And I was riding down the road one day with Kenny Schrader. I was going to help him load up some stuff in his truck. He was going to give me some money to do this. So told Kenny, I said, you know, if I don't get something going in the next couple of months, I'm going to have to get a real job. And I was serious. And Kenny looked at me and said, man, whatever you do, don't get a real job.
With that, but you know, you were used to being the favorite. Every time you pulled through the gate, that's one of the guys to beat. And all of a sudden, you were just another driver. Was that tough to accept at that time?
It really was. And I think that's what a lot of people have trouble with when they come to Winston Cup. If you come from the West Coast and you're a champion and you've won everything you've been in, or you've been on the East Coast and do that, it's tough to be the guy that's like, didn't make the race or isn't running good, and you wonder why. The first thing you do is you start doubting yourself.
But Dale Earnhardt didn't doubt you. He kind of became a guardian angel for you there at the outset, didn't he?
Well, I tell you, that was a funny story how it all came about. But, you know, Dale put his name on the side of Mark Reno's car, which I was driving, and a lot of it was to do with Mark Reno, but it gave us a lot of credibility when we pulled in the garage here at Richmond.
Does Dale ever kind of shake his finger at you these days and say, hey, behave yourself or whatever it might be, because I'm the guy who helped give you your start?
Yeah, usually like when I bump him or something, it's in his mirror he's shaking his finger. But you know, that's a long time ago, kind of, and now I'm just the guy racing against him. And you know, anytime you got a guy that's trying to get the money you're trying to win, it makes it a competitive sport.
Ernie Irvan, is this the first year that you're honestly thinking Winston Cup title? Drivers always say we want to win the championship, but is this the first year you honestly believe you can do it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, this is the first year that I know my mind's in the right place to do it. The race team's in the right place to do it, and I know they're a championship caliber team, and I know if I can do my job and do it properly that we're going to be in contention.
Ernie and the Texaco Havoline team have really come together. Now here's another look at those jackets. You'll feel like a NASCAR pro with these uniform jackets just like the uniforms worn by your favorite drivers. Only $159.99. Call 1-800-258-1111 and ask for Ernie Irvan, N8936. Rusty Wallace, N8977. Mark Martin, N9064. Jeff Gordon, N8200. Or Bill Elliott, N8000. Next on the Best of NASCAR Shop Talk, the 1993 Rookie of the Year, Jeff Gordon. Welcome back to the Best of Shop Talk. Before Eli spends some time with Jeff Gordon, here's our next item. Big, roomy, and warm. The best sweatshirt you'll ever own. Oversized for maximum comfort and fashion appeal. Made of cotton polyester reverse weave fleece. Each features your favorite driver's name boldly emblazoned across the front. Choose from Ernie Irvan, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Kyle Petty, or Bill Elliott. Made in the USA, available in sizes medium to double extra large, only $69.99. Call now 1-800-258-1111 and ask for Ernie Irvan, N9019. Rusty Wallace, N8935. Mark Martin, N9065. Jeff Gordon, N9016. Kyle Petty, N9076. Or Bill Elliott, N9073. Remember, if the operators are busy, call back anytime. Our lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now back to more of the Best of Shop Talk with Eli and his guest, Jeff Gordon.
That is a fleece-lined sweatshirt that's really become very popular. You've seen those kind of shirts for different university football and basketball teams. Now they've come into NASCAR Winston Cup racing. Jeff Gordon, talk to me about the reaction you're getting from the fellows you used to race with back on the dirt tracks, the short tracks, the guys back home. All happy for you? Any jealousy on their part as to how big you've made it?
Well, you know, a lot of them, like Stevie Reeves, Robbie Stanley, I mean, they're working their way into Busch Grand National and, you know, trying to get to Winston Cup, Andy Hillenberg. So a lot of them that I was friends with are, you know, still trying to pursue their career. And every once in a while, you know, I try to offer advice. And you you know, I'd say there are some, you know, that probably are jealous, but all in all, you know, they really have taken it well and have treated me well. So, you know, I feel like it, you know, I try to lend a helping hand whenever I can, and I still, you know, I still know where I came from and what helped get me to this point, and a lot of it's with the open wheel racing and a lot of the guys I used to race against. So try to keep some contact.
You know, I've never seen you down in the dumps. You always seem to be fairly upbeat, but I'm sure there are those times where you have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Is it difficult to keep yourself motivated?
You know, when you get to this level, it's so hard to win, and I mean, I think there's probably a handful of guys that have won in the last couple years, and so, you know, knowing that going in, I mean, to win that first race is going to be the greatest accomplishment and achievement in the world. But, you know, going week to week and not winning can get you down sometimes. But all in all, you know, I feel like I've got a pretty good attitude about it. And you know, I think that I just really try to keep my team pumped up because that can work on them. You know, they really, they work hard. They work hard all week long. And to go out there and either have a bad run or to not win that race, you know, they got to keep motivated for the next one. So I really... You know, I don't worry as much about myself. I know that we're going to do it one day, but I try to work with them as much as possible.
Jeff, as you know, got that first win in Charlotte and went on to make history by winning the inaugural Brickyard 400. Now here's another look at that sweatshirt. Soft and comfortable. It features the driver's name right across the front. It's only $69.99, so call now, 1-800-258-1111. Choose from Ernie Irvan in 9019, Rusty Wallace in 8935. Mark Martin in 9065, Jeff Gordon in 9016, Kyle Petty in 9076, or Bill Elliott in 9073. Have your credit card ready. We'll be right back in a moment with more. And up next, another visit from the man in black, Dale Earnhardt, to wrap up the best of NASCAR Shop Talk. Welcome back to the best of NASCAR Shop Talk. We'll be joining Dale Earnhardt and host Eli Gold in just a moment. But first, Shop Talk is proud to offer these limited edition artwork tributes to some of NASCAR's finest drivers, created by Sam Bass. Choose from Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon, or Ernie Irvan with car owner Robert Yates. Jeff, Ernie, and Robert have autographed their pieces, and each litho is signed and numbered by the artist. Order now. Only 500 of each litho has been printed. Choose from Rusty Wallace, item N1001, Jeff Gordon N8212, or Ernie Irvan, Robert Yates, item number N9020. Only $125 each, or order the set of 3 for only $299.99. Item number N9100. Also available are these photolithos created by Chris Hamilton. Each of these limited edition photographic works of art captures the excitement of NASCAR. Choose from Bill Elliott or Jeff Gordon. They're signed and numbered by the artist and autographed by the driver. Only $99.99. Order Bill Elliott, item number N8411, or Jeff Gordon, N9017. Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-258-1111. Now, more with Dale Earnhardt and Eli.
Dale Earnhardt, as time winds down on the show, what's the biggest emotion for you, the need to win or the fear of failure?
Oh, I think the need to win. I've failed before in life, and I've had, you know, like we was talking before, let my dad down about not finishing school. So anything that I come up to against today, I just sort of shrug it off and go on. I think we need to win, and I work hard at that, and I strive to try to be the best in our team and everything. So that's important to us, is to win.
What about after your driving days? Does Dale Earnhardt have the personality, let alone the interest in becoming a car owner full-time?
Well, who knows? At this point, we're building a facility to house our operation as we have it now in our Busch National division, and also office, showroom type thing for the fans. And we've outgrown our offices we have in corporate office with our dealerships and other businesses we have. So that's getting more and bigger. So as time, you know, 96, the year 2000, when I maybe retire or whatever, who knows? If I'm still physically, I'll probably race till I'm 60. But, you know, as time tells, maybe, yes, we may be a car owner. That's something I'm looking at, but I'm not focused on.
Final thought, when somebody says Dale Earnhardt, how do you hope people describe you?
A fierce competitor, a winner.
a very candid Dale Earnhardt. Now here's a look back at our last item, this collection of lithographs. The Sam Bass lithos are only $125 each. Choose from Rusty Wallace, N1001, Jeff Gordon, N8212, or Ernie, Irvan, and Robert Yates, item number N9020. Or get the set of all three, item number N9100, for only $299.99. These striking photographs by Chris Hamilton are available for only $99.99 each. Your choice of either Bill Elliott, item number N8411, or Jeff Gordon, N9017. Call 1-800-258-1111 and take advantage of this limited offer. Or if you prefer, mail your check or money order, including shipping, with the item number to NASCAR Shop Talk. Post Office Box 19807, Birmingham, Alabama 35219. Now let's take another look at all the items offered on this special edition of NASCAR Shop Talk. Look sharp and stay cool in these T-shirts and caps. $29.99 for the hat and T-shirt together. These custom-designed 1994 NASCAR team rings from Keepsake, only $195.99. Driver uniform jackets, just $159.99. Or our classy oversized sweatshirts, only $69.99. Call now, 1-800-258-1111. Thanks for joining us here on the Best of NASCAR Shop Talk. Be sure and join us again August 21st, immediately following the GM Goodwrench Dealer 400 from Brooklyn, Michigan, right here on ESPN. Our special guest is Joe Gibbs, coach of the Super Bowl champion Washington Redskins, and now the owner of Dale Jarrett's Daytona 500 winning Interstate Battery Chevrolet. We'll see you then.